Well, students, we are going to start these clay suns today. The first thing I would like you to do is to just check and see if this needs a little bit of smoothing. If it does, just kind of smooth it out. Doesn't need a lot of water. And you can see that I've already placed it onto this piece of poster board. So set it on there, leave it on there so it doesn't get stuck to the table. I'm gonna give you one of these circles, line it up, try to make it the same all the way around. Then I would like you to take your stick tool and lightly trace it. Sometimes there are students who carve this in really deep. Lightly, please. Once you lightly trace it, you're gonna decide whether you're gonna have 8 or 12 marks for your rays. Everybody's gonna start with one here and one here. That splits it in half. Split it in half here. Then you're splitting it either here and here. That would make 8. Or if you choose to do 12, you would put 2 instead of 1. I'm gonna try to make them about the same, and I'm doing it lightly in case I need to erase it. For me, it's about 2 fingers in between each. So you can kind of use that as a measurement. Once you have them marked out, I do want you to make your design. You could do triangle shapes. You could do a curvy line, a wavy line, a semicircle line, but I'm gonna make sure that they do touch each other. So here I'm gonna have this line, then touch this line. And it's just gonna continue to work its way around. Now, you do not want this situation. I'm gonna do a bad example on this half right here. So this is all good. You would not want to have them be like this. This would be way too tiny. They tend to break off. So if that happens, just a little bit of smoothing, put those marks back in there, and I'll make it a bigger design. Now if you need to turn it to be able to, that one also is not very good. If you need to turn it and turn the clay like this to do it, that sometimes works good for kids, to just draw a line, then turn it. Draw a line and turn it. When you have your design lightly sketched in, you're gonna take a paper clip and you're gonna cut it out. When you cut it out, it's important to follow the outside line. Once in a while, there's a student who cuts the circle. Don't do that. That will cut off all your designs. So you follow the outside line, and if I cut a little bit of it, follow the line. You can cut all the way out to the side too, and if you press the paper clip through, this piece will just come right off. You are gonna keep those pieces. I'm gonna show you what they're for in just a moment. So carefully cut it, sometimes working from the middle and then working your way out, and then taking these pieces off. Please keep this paper clip bent like this for a reason, so it can be, so you can hold on to it, and so that other students will be able to use it later. So please don't change the shape of this. You can also see that as I'm going, sometimes my paper clip gets clay on it. Just clean it off, and you can just put that with your extra clay. When you're done cutting this out, we're gonna start making the face. So here, I'm almost done cutting it. I like to use some of these pieces for the face. So let's take the rest of these pieces off. If you think that some of it's a little bit bumpy, you can always smooth it a little bit. Sometimes I'll have kids that want to just flip it over and use the back because the back is smoother. If you do that, that's fine. Sometimes students will do that and then they'll just lightly trace the circle back on, and then they'll have a smoother side to use. So here, I can do that as an example too. Now, then it looks a lot smoother. Now, these pieces I think are really cool that got cut out. Sometimes, like this one, I think looks kind of cool, like it would make a cool nose shape. If I were just to take this and use this popsicle stick tool, I can just cut that, and I'm gonna start kind of organizing this and figuring out how I want it to be. So I might take another one of these pieces, and let's cut this out. So using a popsicle stick could be a cool way, and maybe that could be like an edge of my nose. If you want to make some shapes on your own too, like I could take a piece like this and just take this piece off, put a little bit of water on it, roll it up, and this could be like an eye shape. I could just turn it like this and make a circular shape. That could be like a cool eye shape. It doesn't have to have symmetry. I'm seeing this is another shape. So like maybe I'm gonna do a triangle shape on the other side like this. Just cut a piece, and then this here could be like another eye shape. If you do want to do lines or coil shapes, just rolling up a piece of clay like this, then taking it and I'll move my water cup over a sec. And I'm actually gonna leave the water cup here because I think if the table's too wet, then it won't really roll very well. So roll this out and create a line out of this clay. And then this line here could be used to make something like maybe I'm gonna loop it. And then this could be kind of a cool coil shape here for my mouth. But I want you to at least get kind of a start on what things might look like. You don't have to do a lot of attaching today because we can do more of that next time, but I could roll this up, maybe make this as an inside shape to my eye, and then maybe for this piece, I'll take this and we'll cut a little piece here. If you have the eyes, nose, and mouth started, then you can start attaching them. I would just take these pieces off and I would set them aside, and I would start with the nose. Sometimes it's good to just like put a little bit of water on it. If I stamp it on here, I'm gonna know exactly where to score it because I can see where those marks are. So then I can take this and score this, making my rough texture, score this, make my slip, and then take these. And if I use score and slip, that's usually enough to get it to stick, okay? I won't have to do a lot of smoothing. I can do just like a little bit around the edges, but that's gonna be pretty stuck on there, okay? Some of these littler pieces might not need scoring, but they definitely need water under them like this, and then take it and press it down. So if necessary, I'll pick this up so you can see. You could take it and press an edge down if needed, if you don't think it's sticking real well. And then any pieces that we don't get a chance to attach today, I don't want you to get rid of them. I would like you to put any of your pieces on here, and we're gonna save them for next time. Even some of these bigger pieces, you can just take it and lay these bigger pieces with it. And then next time we will make the rest of the face. We'll add the textures and the designs. If you have some pieces like this that you're not gonna use, we can just put those on the end of the counter, and I'll take these, but save some of these for next time, and definitely save all these pieces for next time too, and we'll just score and slip and attach the pieces that you didn't get a chance to today. I would also like you to bring your name tag up, and then that'll make it easy for us to get them passed back next time, so you can just bring the whole thing up. Tools can go next to your water cup, and I'll talk to you about hand rinsing. Let's have fun working on these.